Do you know that your character growth determines the height of your personal growth? And without personal growth, you can never reach your potentials. And the truth is, when we fail to make the right character choices within ourselves, we tend to give away ownership of ourselves to others. We belong to others or to whoever or whatever gains control of us. And that always puts us in a bad place. Because how can you reach your potentials or become the person you can be if others are the one making your choices for you? For example, let's say you've planned out what to do within 24 hours that would make you productive and that is also in alignment with your long-term plans. And then someone from nowhere comes to tell you, hey sis, can you accompany me to the mall? Hey sis, can you take me to the market? Hey sis, can you accompany me to visit a friend? Hey sis, what? Even if the person is polite, hey sis, that is not part of your plan for that day. Do you also know that being overly agreeable or people-pleasing can actually be a trait that can hinder you from achieving personal growth? Because when you're always saying yes because you are trying to avoid conflict, people will always come to you. They don't know boundaries, they don't know when to limit everything. People easily abuse opportunities. That is why it's very important that we know our limits and boundaries. Even if there are a few exceptions, but your exceptions shouldn't be more than the times you have actually executed your daily goal. That is why you need to ensure that you make the right character choices so that other people don't gain control of you. Okay, so in this video we are going to be talking about the meaning of character, how character affects our personal success, and how we can improve our character. Yes, because even me, I'm also dealing with this character thingy. All right, so now what is character? The truth is that character is that quality, or is the quality that embodies or encompasses many important traits such as integrity, courage, confidence, perseverance, wisdom. All right, and all these things is in the box called character. Unlike our fingerprints, we were born with it and we cannot change it. But for character, it's something you create within yourself, and you are also charged with the responsibility of changing it when the need arises. All right. But the thing is, I have realized that we focus too much on competence and too little on character. The truth is that people who often focus more on professional development or professional capacity without developing their character, that can cost you your everything. That can cost you relationship. That could cost you your job. Because even if you're competent and you don't know how to relate with your team members, or you do not know how to relate with external stakeholders that are helping the company improve, your company will let you go because they don't want you to ruin their relationship with their stakeholders, with your bad character. Whether you like it or not, good character with integrity and honesty at its core is essential for success in any area of our lives. That is why we need to be intentional about developing our character and not to be lackadaisical about it. Okay, so we need to focus more on being better on the inside than on the outside. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being concerned about how you are on the outside. But what becomes worrisome is when you focus too much on the outside and too little on the inside. The truth is that your character represents who you are on the inside. Okay, and your reputation represents who you are on the outside. So if you focus on being better on the inside, over time you get better on the outside. Just like how you have a glass cup, you keep pouring water, keep pouring water. Over time, that water is going to get filled and it starts spilling by the side of the glass cup. That is exactly what happens to us when we keep developing our character, over time it begins to come off on the outside, thereby making people even compliment us. Oh, I like who you are. And that can even help us impact people. Okay, so it's very important that we focus more on developing ourselves inside than on the outside. Even Jim Rohn says that we cannot control what happens to us, but at least we can control what happens within us. So let's focus on controlling what happens within us, at least for now. So with that being said, let's head to how we can improve our character. Let's get to the first way we can improve our character. So to develop your character, you should consider doing some of these things that I'm about to say. I feel like this is very realistic and it's also very helpful. It helped me and I think it would help you as well. So the first thing you should consider doing is, the first one I have on my list is to obey the golden rule. So now what is this golden rule? So the golden rule is in Matthew 7:12, which says, treat others the way you want to be treated. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. So what am I trying to say? But before you do anything or say anything, always consider, if this is done to me, how would I reflect? Always stop and think. Don't act fast like an animal. Sorry for my misuse of words. Whenever you're about to do something, always stop and think. Does this represent who I am? Does this portray a person with good character or bad character? Because when you begin to treat other people how you want to be treated, it makes you become the kind of person that people will want to be around. That's the absolute truth. And that is, even from there, you can even impact people. And the good thing about developing good character is that it can even help you meet people that will take you to your next level or your next phase in life. It can even help you meet your next destiny helper. It can even help you meet your husband. I mean, my father in the Lord always says that God will not help you from heaven. He will help you through men to men. So how will you meet this man if your character is bad? You see why you need to develop good character. So always ensure that you treat other people how you want to be treated. It is very important, all right? The second on my list is be patient with your weakness and be patient with other people's weakness. And always be willing to take corrections, okay? Because when you do something wrong, you always show mercy to yourself. I want you to also extend that grace to other people. When other people offend you, also extend that grace of mercy that you show to yourself to others. Okay, don't always have the mentality of I cannot mess up. The truth is, even when you mess up, you don't even know. It's people that tell you when you do something wrong. Sometimes you know, but sometimes people also have to let you know for you to even recognize, oh, that this was wrong. That is why you also need to develop relationship with people that will tell you the truth. For me, mine is my mom. Whether I want to hear it or not, she will tell me as it is. But the good thing about it is that she uses a very nice tone of voice. While some people will tell you the truth with a very high tone of voice, and people don't, Nigerians like you and I, don't understand that sometimes correcting a child or correcting someone with a hard tone of voice is just you pouring water into a basket because they're not listening. So if you want someone to listen, you should correct them with a very relational, sweet voice, I think. So yeah, let's just make friends with people that will always tell us the truth. It's very important, all right? The third thing I have on my list is be teachable. Yes, always be teachable. Always have the mindset of a beginner, even if you are an expert. All right, okay, try to be open to new ideas, try to be open to people's perspectives, there should be this willingness, there should be this hunger for knowledge, okay? And always be willing to learn from anybody and everything around you. You can learn from kids, you can learn from your parents, you can learn from your subordinates, you can learn from your superiors, you can learn from your driver, you can learn from anybody. The truth is that what mentorship omits, like my papa in the Lord always say, what mentorship omits, pain will teach you. What pain omits, time will teach you. But it only teaches someone who is a student. That is why you should have the mentality of a beginner, even if you're an expert, because there is something to learn from everybody. But you can only learn it if you're willing and if you are open-minded enough to actually have a student mindset or a beginner mindset. All right, and the fourth one I have on my list is serving others. Like I said in the previous time, don't be overly pleasing, but always find ways, always inculcate ways in that your schedule of helping people or serving others. It doesn't just help you develop your character, it also helps you develop a certain level of confidence. For instance, let's say you did something for me and I tell you, oh, thank you so much for doing this thing. If not for you, I would have done this thing this way. Do you understand? It gives you a level of confidence and that makes you feel good about yourself. Just in case you're dealing with low self-esteem, I have a video where I talked about low self-esteem in my channel. Please, you can go watch it, part 1. It's very, very educative. So helping and serving others can help you develop good character because you can even learn from them. You can learn how they do things or how they behave, especially the good ones. All right, then the next one I have on my list, the fifth one, is gratitude. Gratitude is you just acknowledging someone for doing something that they did for you that you could not do yourself. So it's very important that we are grateful to God, because if not for God, we will not be here today. If not for God, we will not see this beautiful day. So one of the things you should also do, I don't know if I added this in the part 1 where I said treat others how you want to be treated. Also ensure that however you treat somebody should also reflect the nature of God. God is love, all right? So you should ensure that you extend that love to everyone around you, and ensure that whatever you are doing is in alignment with love. All right, so now going back to gratitude part. Like I said, when you wake up, always be grateful to your maker for making you see this day, and also be grateful to the vessels that he has used to make you who you are today. Okay, it's very, very important to show gratitude to people around us, especially people that have contributed tremendously in our lives. It is very important. There are certain times you might not do everything, but the little you can do, always show gratitude. Okay, and the last one on my list is always strive to finish well. Always strive to finish well. It is very important. Be determined to keep building your character, to keep developing it to the highest point until you leave this planet Earth. It is very important because doing the right thing every day helps you become a better person. And to do the right thing, you don't have to wait to feel like doing it. You should just do it because your emotions follows your emotion. Even if you don't feel like doing that right thing, just do it. Your emotion will obey. All right. When you do the right thing, you feel good about yourself. But when you do the wrong thing, you always feel bad. I have it in first degree. For me, when I do the wrong thing, I always feel very bad. All right. So we always strive to do the right thing, because every change begins with one person. And if one person keeps getting better every day, keeps improving every day, this world will be a better place. Everything is not necessarily the government. We have to begin with improving ourselves, having good character, loving one another as we love ourselves. With that, we will make our world a better place. Okay? So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and see you next week, Saturday. Same time, same day. Maybe not same time, but same day. All right? Okay, guys. Bye.